In the Null realm gates, black stone, no sky. Four shadows step in with scars in their eyes. Vodka 99% pushes earth from the ground. Cracks split wide open when he plants it down. Ichigo goes still, mind sharp as glass. Cut through the fear with a psychic blast. Hear the hollow call, it knows our names. Every wound we carry becomes a flame. Vodka 99% rise. Ichigo ignite. Shinzagawa strike. Roderick burns bright. No realm, hold on. No realm, hold on. Four hearts break the dark, and we fight on. Shinzagawa moves fast. Blue spots on his skin. He rides the storm where the dead end begins. Roderick in the heat, red fist, red stare, fire on his breath like a bow in the air. They battle all three, they battle all days. Every step forward, a new wound to face. Hear the hollow call, it knows our names. Every wound we carry becomes the flame. Vodka 99% rise. Ichigo ignite. Shinzagawa strikes. Roderick burns bright. No realm, hold on. No realm, hold on. Four hearts break the dark, and we fight on. When the floor falls out and the sky turns thin, we stand in the ruin and we go back in. Earth to the front, mind to the blade, spark to the vein, fire to the page. Vodka 99% rise. Ichigo ignite. Shinzagawa strikes. Roderick burns bright. No realm, hold on. No realm, hold on. Four hearts break the dark. Vodka 99% rise. Ichigo ignite. Shinzagawa strikes. Roderick burns bright. No realm, hold on. No realm, hold on. Four hearts break the dark, and we fight on. In the Null realm gates, black stone.
Welcome in everyone for the Null Realm Session 3. As you can see from our title, it is never a dull day. So last week I had Roderick, or as we know, Foxy. We've got Nozarashi, played by Smoke. We have Zavala, played by Demo. And our young Ichigo, played by Tyler. And then, of course, myself, Clown, as your DM. So last week, Roderick gave us our recap, and this week, Ichigo is going to give us a recap because we start the session. Take it away.
Last session started off with us in a cabin, still at Broly's realm. We woke up to the usual breakfast on the table, but this time it was a little bit different. For the first time, we had our favorite foods, like in our entire lives, but there was a red envelope on the table as well. We then went out to meet Broly and Michiru. Broly then proposed a spa to Roderick, and Nozarashi wanted to get involved as well, which then led Broly to summon Boob. While Zavoila, Ichigo, and Michiru all bet on their fight. Broly and Boob did their fantasize and basically destroyed Nozarashi. Broly then realized we was late to meet the commander, and so we left, and then Joku asked us how we were doing, and regretted splitting Null from everyone because he's seen how much we've grown as a squad over the 2 years. We then got teleported to a market by Smoke, Joku's advisor, and then the group went our separate ways. So Ichigo and Zavoila went to a weapons dealer, an elf weapons dealer, and named Gil, and Zavoila broke his most prized possession. Roderick and Nell went off to the apothecary, so Nell could buy some potions, and then they headed off to a cafe, and Nozarashi went to get a new training sword while also doing a zombie.
Those are actually done no such thing.
Sure. Zavoila also learned a new word, which was meant to be paper, but it was papa.
Correct.
But that was a bit further ahead than where I was at. For that, we were at a Zanpakuto build, like Smith place or weapons dealer, where we all had to touch an orb.
There were twins, Gerald and
Larry. Gerald and Larry were the weaponsmith. Swords.
There were also celestial beings.
Celestial.
They were celestial swordsmiths.
That's been buildings on Octos.
That have been buildings on for centuries.
They got you too.
They got us to touch an orb. And when we touched an orb, a color would glow or emanate from it. For Nozarashi, it was like a lightning yellow. For Roderick, it was like a flaming orangey red. For Ichigo, it was like a purple haze. And for Zavoila, it was a nature green. And for the final person, Nell, she couldn't bring herself to go in and ended up running and fighting away on top of the statue in the center of the marketplace.
Can you remember This is a fair question. If you can tell me the name of the statue, I will give you inspiration.
It was for
There you go. You can take point of inspiration.
Just as well, just as you're still explaining that, you've got to remember as well, before mines did go the yellow, I never lit up. The orb didn't hang for me at first.
It's alright. Go on then. Carry on.
But after
Now left.
left, me or Ichigo and Roderick went to look for her. We ended up finding her. Ichigo tried to talk to her. She didn't want to talk to him, so Ichigo popped off the statue, and Roderick waved from the distance.
Hey, you guys!
Nozarashi then hopped on top of the statue to talk to her, and I say what?
Yeah, this is above table.
And Nozarashi convinced her to show her scar if he showed his scar. And that worked, and then they both hopped off of the statue, and that's where we ended.
You went to... Where did Smoke take you off?
Oh yeah, we went to a tavern after, just to relax. We met up with...
I'll give a point of inspiration to anyone that can give me the name of the tavern.
Commander and Dragon.
Take your point of inspiration.
We met up with a couple of the generals, the commander, and a few of the lieutenants.
Couple locals.
And Zavoila thought it was a great idea to get drunk and start singing.
Not London forever. In my language, but
me, or Ichigo, Zavoila, and Roderick went home early with Broly, and with Broly. Broly asked Yuichiro to stay behind for Nozarashi.
Gets obliterated and drunk with
Smoke, and then asked Yuichiro to give him a ride home, which ends up with Nozarashi being attached to the wall by an axe.
for doing what?
Commenting on Yuichiro's and Altara's little beef. Because he mentioned it like 16 times. Roderick went outside to pick him up after talking to Ichigo and brought him inside and food.
Right. Well done. Thank you very much for the recap. So, we are now in the next morning after the events of the previous day. So, it is literally the crack of dawn. As we are all aware now, Nozarashi is the first to wake up.
No matter how drunk he was last night, he's still up and away out training.
So, take it away, guys.
Think you have to display us a scene.
Don't tell me what to do. Everyone else gets inspiration. I'm gonna get exhaustion. Pressure me like that again. But yeah, now take it away. Right, you just go for a wall like that. Damn. Literally, didn't even wake up, walk around, like,
Just one off we go.
he's definitely not the first one up today. He literally just woke up everyone walking through like, oh, steps on the top of the stairs. Okay, so Nozarashi has got up as usual. He goes to the table. He gets a couple of the light bits of fruit that are always on the table when you wake up. He's filled a bag. He goes outside. He walks to the well. He fills his canteen. And this, none of you know that he is off trainer because he always leaves crack at dawn.
So
You are all asleep. The only person that I feel would probably know is Zavola. Zavola, as he's leaving, if he was to stir, he might even think it's another animal just walking off, so he doesn't really think too much of it. He's grew up in the wilderness, he knows about animals. So Nozarashi has gone off, he's now training. The sun is now starting to come up. It's now starting to shine through the windows. Obviously, as I know, Zavola is under his tree. But Roderick and Ichigo, you set up your beds next to the windows. So you're going to start to see the sun start to come through. You're going to start to feel the warmth of that sun start to slowly heat the rooms in which you're in. So take it away.
As I had way too much to drink, I'm gonna get up and go to the table and grab most of the food.
I hear the boiler rummaging among the table.
That's clicking. And I'm munching like, no, I'm not happy to push it, go away.
I already told you about it. I'm licking.
My bed, my rules.
So Zavola has come in. He's literally, because no one is sat at the table, he's seen this as an opportunity because he's seen you all eat different things and he's like, you know what? I'm just going to try a bit of everything. And he's gone around all your different spots, taken a little bit of all your breakfasts, and he's gone outside. Ichigo has come out of his room, and as Zavola is now making a break for the front door to go and sit underneath his tree to eat his breakfast, Ichigo is chased after him. Upon hearing all of this running around, Roderick, things are never going to change, and does his usual and just simply walks to his spot, grabs one of the two slices of toast that he would normally have, but first we know he grabs his coffee and he's filling up his tanker, ready to drink his massive, what looks like to you guys, a barrel. But in his hand, it's just a cup. And he just... And he's not bothered that he's only got one slice of toast, considering that he probably had 4 or 5 before Zavola got there.
But then if you notice, this coffee is hot cocoa.
So you picked up the wrong... Nozarashi?
I was rushing.
This isn't coffee.
Continue, Foxy. I'll let you continue with that one. Where's this going?
This definitely isn't coffee. Where's my coffee gone?
Vodka.
All you hear is Ichigo shouting outside.
So all Roderick can hear, after you've questioned and now you figured out that your barrel isn't full of coffee, it's been switched, you've got Zavola's hot chocolate. And Zavola is currently down in your coffee quicker than a dam is able to release its water.
And there's this meal. Flipping cup like, drop it.
Zavala must have my coffee. And God bless us all if he drinks all of that.
It was funny translation.
Joe now buzzing. Because he never had this stuff before.
And now I'm going to pick up the jar of what looks like hot cocoa, and I'm just going to drink the hot cocoa. Because why not?
But there's a different kind of effect.
As you lift that barrel up, roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. Perception. Do. How about a 21?
Damn. Okay, I wasn't expecting.
Oh, it's nice. You can drink my hot cocoa.
You notice a flash of light beside you. And before you is a little goblin-looking creature with clothes. Not so much rags, but you can tell that these clothes are dirty, they're ragged. And he says, I overheard someone else drank your coffee, sir. And with a click of his fingers, the barrel in which you're holding, the contents evaporates.
What?
He then, with the hand, clicks it again. And from the bottom of your cup, you see this black liquid rising up the barrel, all the way to the top.
Oh.
As you're amazed by this, he asks, do you need cream and sugar with that, sir?
No, thank you.
Okay. And as quick as he turned up, with a flash of light and a click of his fingers, he's gone. And you have just had your first sight of the beings that have been setting all your food up, drink up every morning, afternoon, and evening.
Can we call him Doobie?
And that, I say to
Call him Doobie.
Aye. Call him Doobie
Well-
instead of Dobby.
Well, no, we'll wait, because I've got a feeling that obviously maybe Roderick will tell the rest of you when it comes to it that he is. We'll see how that plays out. So over to you, Nozarashi, who was now.
So,
Oh no, actually, Roderick, I want you to try this fresh coffee.
before he done. Then I say to him, this is just
You get this complete fiery roast taste, like it for the first time. You feel like I should have been up earlier. If I was up earlier, I would have had this coffee this fresh.
Man, that's a fresh cup of coffee. That's better than what I usually have. Man.
Cool.
So, as I am up before the light splits the sky, as I'm walking towards my training spot that I've got, and just in deep thought of like everything that's happened over the last couple of years. Going.
Is this something that you are generally concerning yourself on a regular morning? Every morning you're thinking about these things.
No,
Is it more of a weight on you, or are you just in general just weighing it all up?
No, I think it's just obviously because of the drinking last night. At way and the things that Smoke said, the last thing that Smoke said to us. I'm now kind of questioning.
Or sober brain, as now thinking about it instead of the drunk one.
Aye,
Yeah.
pretty much. Aye.
Okay.
As I'm going to my training ground, I spend pretty much into the late morning training, and then I start heading back.
On your way back, you hear a rustle. Now you've walked this route so much that when you first started, it was like walking through wilderness. But every morning, your feet have now trodden this path out through the woods. It's like you know every inch of it. You know your posts, you know the trees, you know the berries that are on the way, you know where there's fresh water just around the corner. And yes, you've seen animals from time to time. Some deer, a couple of rabbits, maybe some squirrels, birds, obviously. But this one morning, something unfamiliar to you rustles in a bush. What do you do?
Not speak.
I go. I stop dead. Try and pinpoint where
Oh,
the noise is coming from.
once again, your whiskers give you that instant unfamiliar. Okay, now I'm on point. You can feel your ears doing the twitching, trying to pinpoint the sound. Can you give me an investigation check, please?
Investigation.
Is this just something wrong?
No. This one, you can't pinpoint this. It's like
The drunkenness is still
1 second the sound is right by your left hand side, like at reach, and in a split second you hear something on your up in the branches just above your head on your right hand side. So then something is behind you. So then something is just gone, and like it came, it is gone.
So as the sound kind of quietens down, and that I draw the trading sword in the left hand, claws at the ready in the other hand, and just point towards the general direction I think I heard the noise, and go, "You better come out before I come in there and cut you down."
You don't hear another noise. Now you're questioning, maybe is it the alcohol from last night just taking its last effect? Maybe you're a bit dehydrated. But you know something was moving very quickly around you, as if it was teleporting from spot to spot, because you have never seen anything move that quickly. And I will allow you to proceed back to the hut with whatever thoughts you might have.
Is before I reach into the bit of the satchel, that way with whatever scraps of food that I do have left from training that I don't eat. I find a bit of an opening and kind of just scatter the food. Take a drink out of my water flask, and take in the scenery of Titanus, which I don't often do, and then shake off the remainder of.
So where you go to train, you train near the lake. You have been told by Yuchiru that this has been named as the Lake of Tranquility. Broly handmade it with his own fists. In the middle of this lake is a little island with some trees, etc. You train right next to the shoreline, right on the edge of the forest, but enough space between the forest and the start of the lake for you to proper maneuver in whatever you are training.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Nazarashi has just looked out at this beautiful scenery. He's now starting to see that the sun is a lot higher in the sky than when he normally leaves due to whatever just happened that he's still a little bit unsure about. And you do what?
Just take in the scenery, try and shake off the rest of the alcohol, and then pretty much just head back.
As you arrive back, you are still hearing the end of the squabble as you make it towards the well to get your first drink, as you always do. You hear Zavola's voice. Zavala. Vodka. And as you hear this vodka, you feel the ground rumble.
Z.
And he's not done anything.
Z.
He's not done anything to go. He has literally stamped his foot so hard in a tantrum at the fact that you tried to take one of your sausages back for your breakfast.
I tried to think
As I get back close to the thingy as well, I shout Z, and if he's got a keen nose, I spark a thingy of Tieflin's lettuce.
Roll
try and take my stuff.
roll a perception check for me. It's only if it's high enough, then he
Reception.
yes, please.
Don't fucking laugh at me. No.
Yes, he doesn't smell it. He's way too angry about now that him or Ichigo, neither one of them get the sausage because it just fell like down the crack in the ground that he just made with his foot.
He had coffee. What do you expect?
That's fair enough. That way, so I just walked round the tree. I came round the tree. Noticed the two of them still standing at the side, and head in.
Cool. I forget.
Oh, that broke you out of your tantrum. Roll a persuasion check.
And you better get this right, because I want to bet that cat.
Want a 14 or higher. Persuasion. Yeah, he can't hear you over his tantrum. But seeing, he stops his tantrum like that. But then the caffeine kicks straight back in. And Zavala literally, he doesn't even go around you. He goes through you, just skipping, saying,
Just
Kid.
walk right through me.
kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat.
Aye.
Smoke, smoke, puff, puff.
I just hauled up my horn. We won it's already rolled, pass it behind.
So as he's smoking, you used to come in and like, kitty, puff, puff. And he just turns, he smiles at you and passes you the one that he just walked in.
I give you a jug of coffee. Empty.
He hands you as like it's a trade. Like he feels like he has to give you something. So all Zavala, you see Zavala do go, zo, 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 zo. And you just see this Goliath run out of this door and comes running back in 2 seconds holding what is his normal morning coffee or hot chocolate as you've known, and he's going, Zora, 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 Zora. He hands you, and you immediately smell that this is now coffee. It's not his hot chocolate.
Poison.
But in the bottom of it is enough that he can fill your glass on your cup on the table with something. And he just gives it, chucks it over his shoulder, and then takes the tiefling herb out of your hand.
And gives you this little shot of espresso.
All while Ichigo is currently feeling like Loki in the floor, like because he didn't just run over him once. When he came back for his mug, he ran over him again, and then coming back to give Nozarashi the coffee, ran over him a third time.
Didn't see him. I said,
So now his foot is off.
So now Zavala is sat smoking his herb at the table with pretty much buzzing off of his fucking trolley. He is off his nut.
Roderick not gonna say nothing, but I had your coffee.
Ichigo's gonna walk in.
So that's where my coffee went.
And just say, look, I'm going back to bed. I'm too tired for this stuff. Alright.
There's one more sausage on the table, for sure.
Just avoid the next mine. I'm nicking the sausage and going back to bed. Leave me alone. The boilers annoyed the hell out of me this morning already.
Anything else? None of you going to talk about any of your experiences?
Ichigo's got work from that. The wood is heavy. Oh, my word. Right.
I'm pretty much, as soon as I've come back, I've pretty much just I've kept Zavolo happy to keep him away from me. That way, I've just came and sat at main bit. I'm no mentioning anything of last night. I am saying nothing.
Oh, so you're not mentioning anything?
Nope. I'm sitting in front of the fire. That way, Paul. After getting some ball, that smoke, I pull another one from behind my ear, put it into my mouth and light it, and just sit at the fire, no saying nothing.
Yeah, work.
So do you after he came and told you?
Yeah. Or Ichigo worked with him.
So Roderick or Ichigo not going to make a comment about Nozarashi's actions last night?
Ichigo's went to bed, so Ichigo can't say nothing.
Ichigo went to replace his ribcage.
My booty. Oh no.
I'm gonna come and confront Nazarashi. Once again. How much did you actually drink at the tavern? Because I just left you standing on an axe.
No comment.
Up against the wall.
No comment.
Can't remember.
No comment.
Oh, by the way, has anybody else seen the goblins that show up in the morning?
Goblins show up in the What? He said goblins, by the way.
Yeah, this goblin, he showed up and I apparently had vodka's hot chocolate and just magically it disappeared. And magically the barrel I was holding, well, cup to me, barrel to you, it filled up with some nice fresh coffee, and it was the best coffee I've ever had out of this place.
Yeah, Roderick, I'm sorry about coffee. I tried to get off. This one's grit is something else, right? And he drank the whole thing and he's in a caffeine rush right now, so just stay out of his way. You saw what happened to me. Buzz.
And like before, you all see this flash. And the same little looking goblin creature appears behind you all and says, I see not all of you got to eat this morning.
Yeah, I wonder why. Zavoila.
Can I touch the goblin? Can I pet it?
So Zavala walks up to this goblin, and because he's so big, he just goes down like he's crouching on his knees just so he can get face to face. And all you see is Zavala's head like a dog inquiring. He's just like, what is this? And just starts stroking its head to see if it does anything. And all you see is this little goblin goes, oh.
That tickles.
I just walk up beside Zavoila and go, don't worry. You see, Nozarashi hit us at it.
As the three of you
No, I walk up
approach
to
him,
Ben Dunn.
he just steps back up against the wall.
I do not mean
Because
to
he's always watched you. He can always hear you. That's his ability. When in need, he is the servant.
I bend down as I get close. That way I bend down to him and go, I thank you, little one, for taking care of us, but we do not know your name.
No need for thanks, Master Shinzagawa. It's my job.
But still, there may be no need for thanks, but we must give you it.
And to answer your question, I have no name.
You have no name.
See, where we come from, we don't get names because we normally get killed from very young.
Then you must be one of the lucky ones, and I shall call you Doobie.
Doobie. I like Doobie. What's a Doobie?
Well,
Well, if you would like, you can try one of these.
Oh,
This-
no. I see how that makes him.
It has different
I'm-
effects on everyone, but this is what this is what you're named after.
So, I Doobie?
Yes,
I thought about Doobie.
you Doobie, our little
As-
green friend.
As Doobie, our little goblin friend, says, I see how that makes him more pointing at Zavoila, I just turn to Zavoila and go, what?
Is this you just now noticing the massive smoke that's hanging out of Zavolo's mouth?
I've been too busy being mad at him for snapping my ribcage.
And with that, Doobie doesn't just click one finger, but clicks both. And upon clicking both, the table folds itself up, the cloth, everything. All the food, like it's just folding into the cloth but disappearing. And then with another double click, new cloth lines out, new place settings are made, and then, like magic, just plate after plate after plate turns up with food on.
Does he understand me? Or do I have to speak to Ichigo?
I would say that the goblins could, well, they probably would be able to understand them.
I mean, if they
I'm doing some kind of check.
you would have to do a check with the goblin. Okay.
Walk towards the goblin. And then as you start speaking to the goblin, or as now, Doobie says to you, I do not know this language. And just as Ichigo is about to say, I can interpret, Doobie reaches out his hand and places it on your forehead as you are once again crouched down face to face with him. And for the first time, you can hear and understand a creature.
Yeah, copy.
What are you saying to him?
On my wish list, instead of hot cocoa, I want to people want.
And he says to you, and you hear this in your head, are you sure that's a wise choice, Master Vodka?
Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't make it 99%.
99.5.
You are such a simple and gentle folk, aren't you? And with that, he removes his hand and tells you that he has the ability to use telepathy to communicate. It also allows him to read emotions, and it's how his abilities work to know when he needs to be summoned. And with that, he bids you, he literally bows to all of you individually while
There is no need to bow to me.
calling you Master Kamada, Master Vodka, Master Fredegar, and Master Shinzagawa.
There is no need for that.
And with that little click of a finger, he disappears.
I go up to the void and go, what did you ask me for?
Coffee.
Ichigo just puts his face in his hand and just sighs. Because he's like, I'm going to have to deal with this every morning. I was going to ask him if he went to the void.
Vodka.
Buzzing it.
I move to my spot on the table. And I look at the table, and there's literally what I would see as a bigger kind of, I guess, plate that I'm used to. Do I notice anything about it?
No. It's just like when you came, normally you like your toast and with eggs, a few bits of bacon, but Savola nicked half of your eggs, half of your bacon, and half of your toast. So you only really got a half breakfast, but now you've got literally just a brand new breakfast in front of you. Everything has been replenished.
As I've eaten enough, I'm not touching the foods.
Oh.
I wonder what they
Why
have
you-
in store for us over the next couple of days.
Knock, knock at the door.
Boom, boom, boom.
There is only one person who that can be. Yes,
I hide under
Chiro.
the
Well, get on the picture.
What, you guys sleeping all day?
No, the boiler stole all our food, so the goblins gave us some food.
You're not meant to see the goblins.
Toby.
That's it.
Oh my god, you've named them.
I even touched them.
Right, I'm here to tell you that you're taking a trip with Nezuko today, and you should have been down at the Broly's waterfall like 10 minutes ago. But hey, I wasn't here. And with that, she leaves.
Well, I guess we better go to the waterfall then.
I mean, really crucified. I'm not.
Ichigo, before he leaves, is literally just picking bits up to literally take in his hand so he can eat on the way, because he's already missed one breakfast. He is not missing his second chance.
I'm just grabbing my coffee and take the leave.
Each go slaps a coffee out.
So what you don't know is Doobie listened to you, but you have decaf coffee.
Oh.
Same taste, but you're not smart enough to know that it's not having the same.
Can I swap the fragrance?
Roderick and Nozarashi?
Roderick, well, I'm gonna look at the plate in front of me, realize I've got to go, but I really want this food. So I literally just turn it into a sandwich and take it with me.
I had already ate, so that way I would have followed Ichigo and all that.
Yeah, I don't care. I've got
With
coffee.
that, start making your way down to the very first place you guys ever saw in Titanos. The Falls.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh,
Why is it so big?
Because you know how big Broly is, and now it's given me the ability to make him big
I know.
like he's meant to be.
I paid them.
I guess we should go meet up with Nezuko and Yachiru and Broly. I'm gonna make my way down the path. Come along, you three. I stop as I see Yachiru.
And as you see Yuichiro, you notice this other female on the rock next to her. Slightly bigger than Yuichiro, a little bit bigger than yourselves, but not by much. But you know she's older than you. History is more about information that you'd know about. But right now, this would probably be the first time in meeting her. The only person that did have a word with her was it was Nozarashi when she laughed and told him that the reason of the pettiness is actually a lot petty. But Nezuko is different. You notice that on her arms, she has what looks like to you tattoos of these beautiful vines and flowers up both of her arms, and you even see ones on her neck, but the ones on her neck are blossomed. They're out in full blossom. And then as you look further up, you notice that her skin is red. And she has horns. Not big horns, but enough to notice. You've only ever seen horns like this in one creature, also known as demons. Then something distracts all four of you, as it sounds like the waterfall stopped for 2 seconds because Broly stepped out of from underneath it.
Whoa.
Oh. So that's where he was.
Yeah, I like to do some pressure training underneath the waterfall.
Pressure.
It's good for the skin and heart.
Whoa.
Those gorgeous drops before and things of pressure training.
As you look, that is a good 20, 25-foot drop of pure water force just coming down. And he was literally taking the full force of that, and he walked out of it like he's just taken a shower. Anyone gonna say anything?
Whoa.
I honestly don't think I could withstand being under that waterfall.
It was always worried about, yeah.
Big guy.
I'd be afraid the pressure would crush me to death.
Broly walks across the waterbed.
Step back.
And he says, "Good morning, young man." Big smile on his face. Hope you slept well. I heard you had a eventful day yesterday. Especially for some, from what I hear. As he looks at Nozarashi with a grin on his face.
Just looking at the opposite direction.
Nozarashi feels 2 holes burning in the back of his head. But just lets out a chuckle. As Broly always does, he doesn't ever seem like malice. It is always in jest. It is always light-hearted with him. And then he looks down and he says to you boys, I have been given orders from the commander that we should let you experience a new realm.
Well, it's not I'm like, wait, 2 years.
This will always be your home, young Master Ichiro. Believe me, no one will ever take this home from you.
I'm going to say one thing about Ichigo, but no one else knows because it's in his head. He doesn't like when people call him master, but because it's Broly.
Roderick, killed after our spy yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. That's what I like to hear.
Couldn't make that sound any more.
No, because even Roderick doesn't understand what happened yesterday. So he is answering with that question like, yeah, I'm fine, but I don't know why I'm fine. That should have killed us.
Yes.
So
That's
it's
actually the way I put that tone.
It's the uncertainty of, yeah, I'm actually good, but the last thing I remember was your bonkai fucking flying at me, and I took it like a man. And then he steps over to Zavala. And out of your whole group, Zavala is the only one that Brody can put his hand on Zavala's shoulder, and it doesn't look like he's actually just choking him out with one hand. And he says,
Whoa.
and in that, he looks at you.
Whoa. Because, you know, I know a lot of people.
Okay.
He's surprised. He thought his big. Well, whoa.
So let me introduce you to the third general. And with that, it's like it reminds Nozarashi of his experience this morning. With a blink of an eye, from where she was stood, she moves, and within like another blink of an eye, now she is stood above you on the edge of the cliff. Let me introduce you to Commander's Third Fleet General, General Nezuko. Now,
It's over there.
you have heard stories. But if there is one that all of you know, it's the fact that the realms call her the demon assassin. Broly then turns to Nezuko and tells her she is free to do the commander's bidding and take you to Frostfire Forest to meet her clan, the most highly trained secret service that protect the commander, and he doesn't even know where they are. They are elitely trained, and I would like to take you to show you the operation. And effortlessly, like the superhero landing, she just jumps off, and it's like she glides all the way to the floor and lands.
Whoa.
So, what?
The fuck is going on? Just appears behind the wall, just like, by the way, he said, whoa, again, like 15 times today.
With that, Brody takes his leave. And yeah, steps back underneath the waterfall because clearly he hadn't finished. Nezuko is going to come round. And as she's walking around you, you literally feel like you are being X-rayed. It kind of even feels like a violation, you feel like you are being sized up that much.
What is going on here?
Zavala, you notice that when she stares at him and looks him up and down, Zavala does this, and he covers his body parts like he's not wearing clothes already. And with that, go on.
I was about to say, are you shy, Z?
So he says to Ichigo to ask you, are you shy?
Are you not shy? Just, I feel a bit naked, thanks to that.
He just feels a bit naked. That's all. He's not shy.
I know I'm not, but
Don't we all?
And with that, she just pulls up her hand and with a simple gesture, just summons you in a general direction as she starts to walk down.
yeah, I want to do that.
She comes over to the side. She takes out 2 daggers. And you've seen others open portals. Your own very Broly, Yachiru, Commander Joku. But as she opens her 2 portals with her blades in hand, you see the flowers start to illuminate on her skin. But now the tattoo starts to travel down her hands and onto her blades. And this pinkish hue aura starts to vibrate around her blades and herself. But not only do you see the roses that were on her arm, but what once were closed roses are now open roses, like on her neck. And this pink power comes off the blades and starts to form, and then it starts to swell, and you then start to see, well, you don't really see because it feels kind of blinding. It is just pure white coming through, and you're all like, what is that? But as you do that, this cold chill hits you in the face like a cold blast. And she looks back and says, come. And she steps through the portal.
As we reappear, I look about and go, are all realms as beautiful as this and the others?
This is the home of my clan, the Frostfire Forest. We have ice dunes, we have forests that still manage to burn, but this is the one realm that has the thinnest veil to the Hell Realm. As Nezuko turns around, she notices a figure. And as this figure starts to come closer, you all know straight away who it is. And she simply shouts out, "Hi guys!"
Oh, it's Null.
And she walks up to Nezuko, who then turns around and says, "You must be Nell." She says, "Yes." But upon turning around, Nezuko realizes you are not where you are meant to be. She recognizes the place to be over 40 miles south of her clan. And that this shouldn't and couldn't have happened without some type of magic influencing her own. Like nothing, and like the badass she is, she tells you it looks like your day is just got a little bit harder because you're walking.
The more training we get in, the better.
There's a boiler. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not carrying things.
What was that, Nozarashi?
I just say, I just hang it there, take the sword out and into the left hand, carry it and go. I see more training is of need, and this could be a good thing to do. Move, go, go. Back in a second. Go, go.
Nell tells you she thought the same thing when Altara sent her through her portal.
What was that? Nezuko, Nell says what?
Nell landed here when Princess Altara sent her through her portal. She was just hoping that someone like yourselves were going to end up here and she'd then be told that this wasn't part of it. But Nezuko is now telling you this shouldn't have happened. And like I said to you, on the thinnest side of the realm to the Hell realm, there is as much of a danger I am. There are things out here that even I worry about. Nezuko takes out something that you all recognize to be a bag of holding and takes out 4 winter jackets and hands you all a jacket.
I just look at it as a Roshi and go, you're already like covered head to toe in black. You really need me. I might need mixture on.
Is this kind of size jacket?
And she says, "I guess we better start making a move if we wish to get back by nightfall, before nightfall."
Can I offer to carry the key?
Now, as Nezuko gets to here, she stops dead. And I mean, to the point where you know a fighting starts by now. You see her scanning.
As I'm coming up
And she
behind her.
tells you. And as she turns, she puts her hand up to tell you to stop where you are. Exactly where you are.
My horn goes to the
Tells you to take out your weapons.
I'm entry.
My horn already went to went to my side as I'd seen her stop.
All of a sudden, just like now earlier, you see someone approaching, coming through sleet and the blizzard of the storm. Looks like a very skinny, well, not skinny, but slender, not so tall, probably a little bit taller than yourselves. And as the shadow is becoming more prominent and this visual is becoming more prominent, you realize that this being is very close to your very own Nozarashi and Snook. But it's different. And yet you see this creature get as close to Nezuko without until Nezuko says that it's far enough. State your business. Now you notice that these aren't just cat marks. They're like cheetahs. This is a skinnier cat than what Nozarashi is. It's a skinnier cat than what Smoke is. But you can tell that it looks as young as you guys. But all you see it, he doesn't answer. He just smiles with this grin that just says, I'm up to no good.
I solemnly swear I am up to no good.
And as he takes another step forward, Nezuko launches a fire at him. And as agile as anything, he backflips out of the way of it, landing on all four paws, and then just is like crouched down like how Spider-Man stands. One claw at the ready, one claw in the dirt, and his back paws ready to sprint off. But for the first time you hear this voice come from this cat. Your father told me you were this good. And as you realise, there is a bit of his fur burn. You might have been quick enough, but you weren't quick enough.
Your what was that? You said that your father told me you were this good.
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
As he lifts his lip. What do you know of my father? You know you gave me permission to come and hunt you. And Nezuko turns and says, and you wouldn't be the first. And you definitely won't be the last. Now leave before you end up just like the rest. And with that pink hue that you saw in Itanos, within a flash, envelops that whole body. Rose petals that look like tattoos start to animate and illuminate. And it even takes back this cat creature. And he says, you're not the only one with power, you know. And with that, he shouts resurrection. And what was once fur turns into armor. Like this armor is a part of him. I will give you a choice. Let me take the young ones, and I will let you live.
You can try and take
Nezuko steps forward one step with blades to the ready and tells him again, leave before you don't get to.
I start moving forward, slowly drawing the sword.
You could, maybe. But I don't think you're going to like his reaction time.
What can see?
You can see him.
See it as the
You see the transformation, believe me. You can.
Each version also seems freaky cat.
Did someone say cat?
Oh. And then you hear each go scream, "Someone, not that cat!"
And with that, Grimjow says, I'm glad you chose the fight. Because I didn't come alone either. And with that, 4 ugly. To you at first, they look like bits. But as you literally squint your eyes, or even look at the one that is stood next to Grimjow, you realise that they're actually tentacles. These things are moving amongst themselves like worms.
Are you fucking firing in mind flares here?
Mm. So, Nozarashi, you standing closest to Nezuko. You feel, and you don't know why, you don't know how, but once again, your little spidey sense kicks in. Your whiskers start letting you know. And it's like you immediately braced for an attack with a block. And before you even know, Grimjow is stood in front of you. But as you look, it's not your sword blocking him. Nezuko, not even in front of him, but still side standing, is overpowering this beast with just her daggers out to the side. Both his claws, both her daggers. Even Stevens. But with one swoosh, you just see her step forward, and it's like an impulse pushes off, and the pressure you feel and Zavala feels in this moment is immense. And as quick as that attack, Grimjow and Nezuko are literally everywhere you look. It's like they're there. This fight is going so fast that you feel if you blink, you are going to miss it. But with that, I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Actually, but all this time. Yeah, okay.
None of you will have to worry about the demon that has come through, the cat demon. At this moment in time, you understand that Nezuko is fighting full out with him, and he is fighting full out with her. So, Ichigo.
I want to ask something.
Okay.
Can't I use more than one arrow when I longer?
Does it say you can use more than one arrow?
No.
Look. Yeah, I'm gonna. And ICA, or do I even know what's that?
No, so you need to come over to. So where were you there? How much movement have you got?
35. So I was having used 50.
So far you've used 12.
Not 5. So,
If you were to use 22 foot of movement to come over to the right hand side on that ridge of snow,
right.
yep, you would be able to now see A or both A's. The only one that none of you can see right now is Bearded Devil B, because he is technically behind the sand dune.
Well, I would like to make an attack with my longbow, please.
Roll to attack. You miss.
And that'll be all it. It's all my movement got 1 foot. So I can't do anything.
Okie dokie. And I apologise, I realise this map doesn't have squares,
Squares, yeah.
but you do have the ruler icon which will allow you to check your distances. I will just trust in while using the right distances.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Arashi.
I use 20 foot of my movement to rush towards this demon.
B. Okay.
And
With that, you see its tentacles now. As you come near it, it's like they reach out towards you, like they're attracted to you. But as it does that for the first time, these tentacles actually open up sideways. And you see these 2 sets of fangs, not like a snake, but their side. Sorry, carry on.
I'm just imagining Predator now. The Predator myth.
Predator with Alien as well, yeah. Cool.
So as I rush up, take a swing at it. Obviously, a 12 it would be to hit.
Misses. When he misses, he has to roll at disadvantage because he stated that he's using his left hand. He says
And That's all I can do.
Roderick, you're up, sir.
Let's see. Would 30 foot of movement be in between about the bushes there?
30
foot
foot
of
would
movement.
be, from where you are, 30 foot would just be a couple
30
of...
foot of movement would take you just out in front of the bush and just behind Nuzulashi.
Aye.
With 30 foot, though, if you go past Ichigo, you would be with the other Devil A.
Yeah, that's where I'm looking to go.
Okay. With your 30 foot of movement, you can reach Bearded Devil A.
I am going to move to Bearded Devil A. And I'm going to roll the hit. Longsword.
Roll to hit.
How about 24?
24 definitely fucking hits, alright? Check.
It's all the one. Just don't do one damage. As long as no one.
And it is going to take a total of 6 slashing damage. And that's all I can do.
Have you not got 2 attacks at this stage?
No, only one.
Okay.
I'm only a level 2.
Oh, it's third
2
level.
attacks doesn't come until later.
Third level, I forgot about that.
Going to roll attack at Roderick.
That fails.
That is all he can do. This one's gonna go here and just scream because why not? Bearded Devil A is going to return the favor towards Smoke. 13.
Meets it, beats it.
You will take 4 damage.
For the mouse.
4 piercing damage.
For the mouse.
And that is all he can do. B is going to come down the fucking mountain.
That would
He'll
be
down.
B. That's A, by the way.
Shit. Oh, yeah, don't worry about them. We'll just go straight to R. Ooh, fucking hell, right. Right, it's going to come up. And 30. And she is going.
Natural fucking 20.
Shit, son! Shit, son! God damn! Right. Oh, fucking hell. Now I need to work this shit out. Alright. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Natural motherfucking 20.
No, it's alright. I was going to move it up from you anyway.
I was just moving it so that way you could kind of get both.
Yeah, I
that
kept
way.
touching you and bloody Devil Bearded
Aye.
Devil Beard. Okay. Right, now the damage. So it's max damage plus this.
90,
Oh,
so wait now,
oh.
4d8,
That already put the crit in.
aye, right, so 4d8 is what? 4, 8 or 16 plus the 5.
No, it's 2d8 normally.
Oh, 2d8
So
is
it's
what?
16
16,
plus.
aye.
It's
6,
21 damage.
aye.
21 damage to B and A. And they are frozen in place. And she just turns, or she just says, a little song that Princess Altara taught me. Magic. Thank you for changing that for me.
No worries.
And then Zavala.
As I walk up to the bearded devil B, can I touch it and look at Nazarukashi and say, why are the maggots there?
No, it's frozen.
Oh, solid. I will try to hit it.
So with that, you would have advantage with it being frozen, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, you get advantage until Nell's next turn.
Aye, no, that's
18
just,
and
I
Oh, no.
thought,
Oh, they've got to roll it. No, they've got to roll to come out of it first. Yeah,
aye.
yeah, yeah. So 18 hits.
with a double hand speed.
Roll damage.
5 damage.
Anything else?
That's a point.
One point for punching the shot.
I can do the hills tumble.
No, they're already frozen. Don't worry about it. Okay, sure.
Let's talk about no.
Which meant that at the end of the last session, you didn't do a long rest.
I did.
Well, then you should have got all your points back.
I've got none. I only got points. No.
I was about to say, you've been using Fury of Blows, all of them. You just need your monk points to use them.
The only one I've got is the hills.
Does it have a marker on it? You used it last.
It's got no marker on it.
He's got. Ichigo, you take your turn, I'll sort it out now.
I'm going to move 15 foot to there, and then another 10 foot up here, and then use my last bit of movement just to slide in
Okay.
next to Roderick. And then I'm going to use my sword to hit with.
Yes, that advantage. Roll twice. 11 misses. 16 hits.
Why is Ichigo at disadvantage?
He's
Never had one.
It's at advantage. So he
Oh,
still rolls twice.
I
Same
know.
as disadvantage.
I thought you. It was just the way you said
What are you,
disadvantage. I'm
what
like,
are
what?
you doing? You in your own little world over there. 3 damage to A. Nozrashi.
I'm just a straight roll here, but I do get sneak attack
Yep.
because of all those next to us. So I will attack for a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
He will take 6 points of slashing damage from that, and an extra 2, so 8 points of damage altogether.
Okie dokie.
And that's all I can do.
Roderick.
Okay. Roderick is gonna roll the hit with the longsword. 20.
Gonna hit. You get advantage. Roll again.
Roll again. Okay. Well, yeah, it's still gonna be 20. Alrighty. So, we're gonna go with
Nice.
11 points of damage.
Damn.
And I think just to make matters worse,
Okay.
I'm gonna hit him with the Paladin's Searing Smite.
Gonna.
He's only gonna take another point of damage.
Sometimes that one is needed.
You start to see you and Ichigo start to see this demon's. It's not even the ice starting to crack and shatter. As you look a little bit closer, you actually realize this ice is attached to like his skin somehow. And with every crack, it's ripping open another crack in this demon all over his body. Demon A needs to roll. Concept. 22. A escapes. But as it escapes, like this ice lets it go, it drops to its knees. And as it's on its knees, I am going to do 1 and 2 for Roderick, 3 and 4 for Ichigo.
Ichigo 4.
So Ichigo takes, going to have an attack thrown at him. That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
And you will take 5 points of damage. As it falls, it catches your leg as it goes down, and you feel these tentacles like your skin was butter. It just goes through. But as it keeps falling, they rip out. B is going to keep coming around. And he is going to make an attack at Nozoashi. That's an 11.
Misses.
Next one. Cool. Devil A. Still gonna come down. Shit. Yeah. Okay. His movement, because he's gonna have to jump down. B now needs to make con save. Damn, you're still frozen. Shut up.
Let it go.
Go be a princess somewhere else. And that then brings us on to I, L, who is this time going to come up in between you two. Damn.
Was that that one?
No. Right, isn't that one? With that, Nelliel takes out her Zompup toe. But as she tries to take it out, it gets stuck. And she does nothing. Oh no. And with that, she goes really red, starts blushing, and just kind of goes, oops,
That never happened before.
and attacks again.
Nice.
What the fuck?
24 it would have been.
Must be
Yeah, I don't know why that did that then.
the double.
And she then turned on off.
Yeah.
And he was a 10. Damage! Zavola! Right, what were you trying to tell me about? Your points and it. That's what you were trying to tell me about.
Oh my god. Shit. So the main one I've got is the.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this shit. Fury of Blows.
I haven't
Where-
got this one. I know.
Because you had a long rest. Funny that, hey.
See, he's kind of even get. No.
No, but don't listen to him. Listen to me.
So what? No, this has been used with the.
Yeah.
Explain one for what you make.
You have 2. You get a focus point for each level. So when you get to level 3, you'll have 3 focus points.
Do we get to know that?
Rah, your teammate is going to get you all in trouble.
Anyway, can I try to do it, please? 24, that's that it. Is that on advantage?
So advantage, you can roll again.
Is there any point?
You might get a 20 with
No, 24 hit.
The double hand, please, again. 6 damage. And like 1 thing more. Can I do the rail first?
Make 2 Fury of Blood.
22 and 25.
Yep, both of them hit. Fucking hell, that did more damage than anything else that you've done.
I know.
And with that,
Damn.
you see your Goliath. Like he's still buzzing off his fucking tits on coffee and caffeine. Literally, the fist goes through the ice, goes through this demon's head, and inside this ice, you see the demon's head pop.
I go, ugh. Guard the
It dies. Here you go.
I'm gonna attack with my sword again.
Roll to
Yeah, I can
7
see
misses.
Could I use action surge, please? It doesn't say whether it's a bonus action or not. It just says
You can, but
when it can.
the reason that I didn't like action surge is because they changed what it did.
It just allows me to use one action except the magic action.
These mother fuck smoke. I'm done.
What, they change
D&D
it
can go
again?
fuck themselves. They put it back to its original. I'm done. Fuck 'em.
Is that good?
No, it's good.
D&D.
Well,
They're fucking hingy. It's doing man not in and all bit. What the changing of things, man.
Wow. Okay. That was exciting.
Get out.
Did he just roll an action surge just
So
to
you
get
just-
a...
Like, you literally just wasted your whole action stage to roll weaker than you did before.
Yeah?
Donkey. Nozarashi. Not even Nozarashi's disadvantage has been that low.
The opposite.
So seeing that Zavolo has pretty much smashed the other Ian, I am going to turn and swing at the other Ian,
15 hits.
and I roll on that one. So I'm guessing my second training sword breaks.
Oh, you got it.
So I am back to using my claws in this fight again. Well, I'm
But
now using my
Zavola's
claws
now
again.
looking at you. Zavola's looking at you because he's looking at you going, but you see what I fist do? And he's like showing you his fists. Zavola! In an encouragement to tell you to use your own powerful claws.
Meow, 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 meow.
That's all I can do.
Okay, Zavola just let out meow meow. Yeah, yeah.
New word of the day. Davo, I've literally got a page at the back of my notebook for every fucking word that you're going to be learning through this.
That's cool. You can't ask me what he said because I didn't hear him because I'm too nervous.
What was
Sitting
that?
on the floor crying. You don't ask me what he said because I don't know because I'm too serious. Because of what just happened. I've given up.
He saw Neliel fail first time and just give the little curtsy and that, and then smack the shit out of him. Ichigo went, fuck, I missed. Oh, actually, she did this thing. Let me try again. When my sword fell. It was it.
What's here in again?
So yes, you are back to using your fist, your claws, I'm afraid. Roderick.
Seeing as a lovely bloodied, bearded devil pretty much laying on the ground. I'm gonna try and finish it off.
Roll to hit.
No, that's not gonna work.
Or not.
This demon is unkillable, man. I'm telling you. It's like fantastic.
I can't do anything else.
Weak demon tries to latch. Oh, I'm gonna need to do another thing because you both missed it, so therefore same numbers as last time. Each go again. Here we go. Whoa. 2. And you will take 9 damage.
Well, I need to see if I've got something. Okay.
David B is going to take its swing at Notorashi. And then when we get to the top of this round, we can have a break. 16 to hit.
Oh, that misses. It hits.
I said lower.
You will
Damage.
take 4 damage. The devil is stood in front of Null.
That was nearly a nat 20 on Nell there, bro.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I would have figured it out, alright?
No, it was just I seen it land on my screen, and then that way was a bit of settle, and then just tipped to the 14.
Take 4 damage. Now it is long sword again. 2 hits. 1-handed. 10 damage. Roll again. Oof. It's all that time spending with Ichigo, I think.
You learn from me, I learn from you. I learn.
10.
Awesome.
Zavala.
We'll walk up to bearded devil B.
Yep.
Try to strike with double hand, please.
Roll to hit.
17.
17 hits.
Damage. 5 damage.
5 damage.
And once again, another point to do fire close, please. 24 and 13.
24 hits. 13 meets it, beats it. So that's 15 damage.
Yeah.
I know, that's because of his monk ability. That is solely all his monk ability. And with that, you literally see this bearded devil take two punches. One to its gut, and then literally another one to its face. And this thing is literally like squealing in pain. And with that, we are at the top of the round. Please take us to the Be Right Back, and we will be back in around 5-10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
a name they were scared to say. But when the night gets ugly, he still charges in
Roderick keeps the line held firm, hands on every wound, counting every breath they take in the bitter gloom.
He wants one soul to notice the cracks he carries along. Still he mends the broken ones and stays unshaken strong.
Here she go with the blade drawn back, thinks the power's passed down. Yellow hears the trees reply when the dark comes around.
Four young hearts, one burning oath, born for this war, born for this war.
Let the dice roll true. Let the dice roll true. Nazarashi, Roderick, Ishigo, Ziolo, Watu. Let the dice roll true. Let the dice roll true. When the Demon King comes calling, we're the storm breaking through.
Ichigo strikes like moonlit steel, near or far he wins. Still he grips that heirloom hard like it's where his strength begins.
But power lives in the blood, and power lives in the will. He's more than what he carries. He's the blade that stands so still.
Yolo walks with thunder, giant and soft of hand. Words may not be his weapon, but every beast understands.
The river bends when he is near. The birds go wide and free. Even roots rise from the soil when he asks them to believe.
The prophecy was carved in stone centuries before this fall. Children of moon, dawn, sun, and dusk, standing up through all.
Four young hearts, one burning oath, born for this war, born for this war. Let the dice roll true. Let the dice roll true. Nazarashi, Roderick, Ichigo, Ziolo, Watu. Let the dice roll true.
throw down. He hides from the fire in him, a name they were scared to say. But when the night gets ugly, he still charges in.
Welcome back, everyone. Starting back from the top of the round. Ichigo.
As my action, can I use Cure Wounds on myself?
You may. You give yourself 12 points of healing.
Um,
And I'll be it. Thank you, Sulashi.
Seeing that, I just look at the broken hilt of the sword that I just got and go, not again. Chuck it aside, and with my right claw, I just take pretty much like an uppercut swing, claws pointed at the way, and try and swing at its jaw.
Roll to hit.
That'll be a
and I will
23 to hit,
23 hits.
and
go.
that'll be 4 slashing damage.
And
as,
your other claw?
As I come up with that one claw and uppercut him, I come down with the left claw, and that is 15 to hit.
15 hits.
And he will take an extra 5 points of slashing damage.
Points of damage.
And that'll be my turn.
Roderick.
Roderick, I'm gonna turn to Ishigo and I'm gonna say, Ishigo, finish this one off, will ya? I am actually gonna move around Bearded Devil A to confront
I'll have to move out of
Bearded Devil B.
Bearded Devil. Yep.
Yep. What, yep, Bearded Devil?
Roll to hit.
I'm angry at it.
Not that fucking angry, ain't you?
And I swing and a miss.
I'm so angry. Can't even swing right. Devil A is for once going to realise that someone just walked away from it, and it's not going to allow that to happen. How dare you think that I am done? And it is going to stand up and take an attack at Roderick. That's a 10 to hit.
It's gonna miss big time.
Bearded B. It is going to take an attack at Nazarashi.
Misses.
16. And that is 4 damage.
Who did A try to hit there, or was that a wrong roll?
A tried hitting.
A tried to hit.
A tried to hit Roderick for walking away from it, thinking that it was done.
Right. BI 16 hits, 4 damage, cool.
That is all from him. The Devil is going to try and hit Roderick as well, because he finds him pathetic after walking up to him.
And it actually fucking bitch.
And that's an 18 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
And you will take 9 points of damage.
And it tells you that's how it's done, bitch.
Damn.
Why is more
I want to confront the bearded devil because it hit Nell, and now it hit me.
That brings us to now. Now is going to so as you look over it now, obviously Nozarashi, you've got your back to this. Zavala, you're kind of stood to the side, so although you're interested in this fight, you might just see the glow. You see Nell take out her 2 blades, and you see these ice start to form around the blade like jagged ice. But in the whole time, her hands are illuminating blue. But just as or actually, let me make the strike first. Because if this doesn't fucking work, then
What's the point? I don't know. Why is Fluffy Cat?
why is Fluffy Cat? I didn't make it, right?
Fluffy Cat? Are you dying?
Yeah, cat's on 9 health. I'm bloodied.
Oh.
But yous don't know. That's above table. Yous don't. Yous just see me get. Well, Zavola would see me bloodied. The others wouldn't. But aye, Kitty Cat's not looking too good.
Don't, you'll make him cry. He's already fucking cat. It's like there is fucking 9. Fucking make him emotional. You saw what he did over a sausage. Now he's going to. Okay. 16, 23, and 8. So with 1, at a +5 to an attack roll. So 5 to that is 13. Misa Bisa. Cool. She hits with both then. Amazing. So first one is 7. Second one. Zavala.
Once again, did a double beat, please. See if I can hit double-handed. Well,
Misses.
that's all I can do.
Hit you go.
So
Sword?
explain what Nell kind of done after this.
Oh, yeah. You said, let's see if it will hit before. So,
Nell imbued her weapons
What was
with her element. You do not know how, but all you know is like maybe you guys are thinking it's similar to what she said about the ice wall that she created, which then turned.
or similar to what
It's
Jessica-
just something Princess Altara has taught her because that's what her bonkai is.
I feel like what I would have thought that's what Nezuko was doing as well. Her weapons were burning people or bright people.
But there's a difference between what Nezuko bonkai'd
And what else in them.
and Nell's imbuing. But yeah, Ichigo.
I rolled a 22.
And that hits.
Okay. 600?
That's all that I've been waiting for. With that,
And
he's dead.
move 30 foot. And you come. Okay.
Okay. Nozurashi.
Okay.
After taking that hit, coughing up the blood, I'm going to use my. Actually, I just need to check something quickly. That's cool. I'm going to use my Daunting Roar.
Okay.
Knowing that that one of the orc creatures is behind me, and I need a DC Wisdom saving throw of 14. Fails.
Yep.
A saving throw from the other. That fails as well. So the both of them are frightened of me. That one, the one behind me can't come closer, and the other one, only to kind of, it can't move any closer
Yeah,
to me.
it will move away from you once it gets to it.
No, but as that happens, I am going to take 2 swings at it. First one is a nat 1. And the second is a 13.
Meets it, beats it.
I will get. That'll take 6 damage, and with that, no, in fact, no. Don't add the sneak attack. I just remembered I don't get that because it's not actually with a weapon.
What about
But so I just the first is damage of 6. and that's all I can do.
Roderick.
Roderick, I'm gonna take another swing at this bearded devil. He's frightened, but I don't know why. And I'm gonna miss. Okay.
I'm not saying anything. I did the
What
same
gun?
Going to move along, because that's all I can do.
thing.
Zabolo would have got an opportunity of attack on that one as it ran away.
Well, technically you both would have, but I still need to move them away. So
Ah,
it is what it is. Go on and roll your attack. Yeah, yours hits.
you'll take
Roll an
six.
attack.
I don't know what this option.
You have to roll to hit.
No.
Yeah.
So,
So 12 points of damage altogether. I'll take.
It died.
Guessing that's how much health he had left, or just under.
yeah. He only had 10 health before he left, or had to leave. So Roderick and Null will get.
Oh no, he
an
doesn't.
opportunity.
Because he's far away from me, he doesn't actually move. It was only the one that was close to me there. He stays where he is because he can be in sight of me, but he can't move closer to me.
Roderick, you take 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Now he's going to.
Yeah, embrace again.
Go on.
Did it wrong again, right?
I'm not even on a fucking character sheet. That's why I was just about to bollock whichever one of you was rolling.
I've been eating.
The only person that could roll for Nil would be me, but I've not
I'm
got a
not
character
even
sheet
on a
open.
Savona.
Walk up to this one. Try to hit it with a double hand again.
Okay.
24.
24 hits.
And it will take 6 damage.
Ichigo.
If I move,
Yes, you can.
oh no, I was going to say in between Nozarashi and the wood, but further back, would I be able to hit the biggest devil with the
No, not goes too big. That's why I moved you this way, and you'd be able to shoot between Nozarashi and.
I think it'll be at disadvantage though, because it says lead 150.
No, you're fine. You're an elf.
No, that would only be if you were at the range of your ball. I think it goes to at 60 feet, so if you were 60 feet away from him, it would be at disadvantage.
Someone?
9. Oh, it's always you.
Well, my health, and
Every fucking time.
if I didn't expand my own action size, I might have been able to do something.
Nozarashi.
Hit it. Go on, meow meow.
I spin, and as I'm coming down on the hill, I am going to leap and bring the claws down in. 21 and 7, so the second one.
Yourself a 180 bloody pig.
Meow meow.
And so as I spin and go for the attack, I pretty much break into a kind of run on all fours, and as I pounce up, I pretty much slam my claw into its head, and as I'm coming down, I smash its face and like completely shattering its skull on the ground, and like a superhero pose.
Enemy.
And as. Okay, finish, sir.
And I was just about saying is I just stand up, shake the blood from my horn, and turn to everybody and say, "Are we going to help?"
And that's really kind of jubilant at how you've just handled the situation. And it wasn't just that you handled it. There seemed like there was more tactical awareness of you four as one. There was more togetherness. You shared it out. 2 of you approached 2, 2 of you approached 2, and Nell was pretty much just firing off shots at the background to the defense.
And it was with different people and it's me. Because
But just as you're all looking at each other in such amazement that you've just done so well, Nezuko hits that ice wall of the dune at such a force that you know she's out.
I spin, claws at the ready, and try and head towards where. Start heading towards where she came. Nell flew through.
So Nell would have come from your far left. So as you come into the center of that fire, you hear that same snarl from Malia's conversation. I always knew I could take her.
Then come and get the rest of us.
Oh, don't you worry.
you're right.
The master has been born. It's just a shame that I would like to kill you instead.
Then come try it.
Oh, how did she?
Are you that much of a coward that you can't take on 4 kids alone? That you have to bring things yourself? Bring things with you?
Or just 4 children, you say? And his paw comes up, and you see the claw protrude out of the out of his paw, and he points at Nell. You think she's just a child?
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about us. You fool.
She is more powerful than any of you.
That may be the case, but you still seem to be a coward hiding behind your monstrosities.
You can't go and get snapped up.
I would like you to roll a strength saving throw, please. It's not far off, actually. You got higher than what I thought you would do. This cat, as quick as he did before, has taken a swing at you. And as he has done this, unlike the first time where it was so fast that you just hoped that your block technique blocked the shot coming, you might have taken a little nick, but compared to the fact that you know he was aiming for your throat, you block most of the damage and take a little cut to your arm. But in doing this, it has ripped off the bottom of your bandage. You should all know who is going to give you your death. I am Grimjow, the resurrection.
I don't need
And-
to know the name of the next person I am going to kill. Because at the end of the day, your name is dirt on this land. As I push his blade away from my throat.
All of a sudden, a light comes up behind him. Nozarashi, you are the first to see who appears behind him. And with a grin on your face, I would like you to say something cocky that you know he's not about to like what's about to happen when he turns around.
I'll look at him and I'm not even going. It's not even a cocky thingy. I'm going to try and hit him as hard as I can to like kind of make him spin.
Roll to hit. Bearing in mind his armor class is 20. Take a picture of that. Someone take a picture of that. Someone. He just did the fucking impossible. That's what he just did. You need to be screenshotting that on your screen right now.
Oh, don't worry, I've got it. And
You
it's
can get
getting,
it
it'll get clipped in the it'll get it clipped in the stream.
Yeah. What just happened? And I was actually told. Yeah.
As
I
you,
cannot believe he just
as
pulled
you
that.
strike,
I spoke to him.
you see Joku, the great commander, standing behind him. And it fills you with this kind of sensation that you haven't felt since the last time me and you fought in your younger days. But if there's one thing you remember, there has only ever been one opponent you knew could have killed you at any stage and still chose not to. But you never saw that as Joku's weakness. Because you always knew he had the capability of doing it. And with your hit, you punch Grimjow with the arm that he's just ripped off, and you see a glowing, like a pulsate. As you swing that hand, you see your scar pulsate blue. And as you connect, you feel the spark. And as it spins him, he spins to find Commander Joku face to face with his Zonpup toe swinging in motion along with Nozarashi's punch, and just as it is about to behead him, he literally, like a flash, he is gone. Are you okay, young one?
Yeah? Well, maybe not.
Bloodied scar, way, scar, fresh new scar across my, the blue eye. I just look at Joku and go, "We are always fine, Commander. May not look it, but we are."
Young Master Roderick, would you like to lend us your hands? And with that, Ichigo comes to remind Joku that Grimjow still left us a little present.
What about Nezuko laid in the corner? By the way, Joku, Grimjow left us a little present. Look behind you.
Joku says there's more pressing matters. And with a simple, he whistles. You hear the beating, and you know who he's just called. And without a second, the Korra flies and sets fire to every single one of them in one single blaze.
It's like a transport airstrike.
And like they weren't even there, they're not there. Sakura comes along, lands close by, and drops down onto the floor with a thud. Joku tells you that you are out of combat.
Whoa.
Of course, he's gonna go and try and pet the dragon.
Joku allows it. It's not going to be it is a long rest, but it's in the form that Roderick is now going around using his healing hands along with Ichigo to heal everybody's wounds, while Joku tends to his third seated general.
What we do?
Now, Zarashi, your wounds are healed.
Take a long rest. All fully heal yourselves. Simplest for you. as you see Nezuko come round, you see that she notices the commander stood above her. And instead of standing up, she gets straight on her knees and begs for forgiveness. Because she put you all in terrible danger. Joku, without even a blink of an eye, and as soft as always, takes her by her chin. And he lifts her chin up so he can look into her eyes and says, "You can never disappoint me, my child. I knew that they were in safe hands. I was just taking up what you couldn't handle." And with that, Nezuko smiles, looking up into Joku's eyes. Because you all see it, apart from Nozarashi who envies it. You see what a child looks at their parent, how they look at their parent. And you see that's how Nezuko is looking at Joku. But you can't help but wonder why the demon cat, who you now know to be as Grimjow, said about her father. Joku, her father. How can it be if Grimjow said that? But then why does she look at him that way? These are just things that I want your characters to think about. And with that, he says, maybe it's about time that we all go. You all jump up onto Zakula. And as you're flying through the air, Joku opens up the biggest portal you have ever seen and flies through it. And as you look down below, you realize that you're back in Titanos and you're flying close to the training arena. As Zakura lands, he lands at the front, and in the far distance you notice that the generals have all gathered. Now, as always, runs to Princess Altara, who embraces her with a strong, strong hug that feels like she doesn't want to let her go out of her sight ever again. Yes, that's the way it's looking, isn't it, you guys? And I apologise for that, but it is what it is. Joki then says to you all that we should go and talk about what just happened.
I will say that as a winner. What you think?
Broly says is kind of like confused to why everyone's been called to Titanos. And Joku, not in his normal happy voice, but very similar to the one where he was told that there was no surviving children other than you five. And it feels like he is carrying a very heavy burden. And you even see a tear roll down his face as he apologizes once again for not thinking about the perils and the dangers he has put your lives in, and begs, along with his generals, for your forgiveness.
Ichigo just says, "Did we die though?"
This is
I step forward and I say, we wouldn't be here if this is not what we wanted to do, Commander. There is no need to be sorry. As we as trainees know what the life that we are expected of as we stepped into that training arena that day. You don't have to worry about us.
But I do, my child. As all my children, it is my job and my duty to protect every single one of you.
I thought it was just another fighting session, so there's no need to apologize. We came in, we killed.
Oh yeah, joke.
This wasn't a training session.
It felt like it.
No, that was a real fight.
I was still high on fucking caffeine. He thought that was a sneering session.
Yeah, I still don't.
Yeah, it's not been.
Roderick?
We will always go to where the call of duty takes us, whether it be that we face danger, or whether it be that it's just a mission.
You see Nelia walk up to the side of Joku, and you've never seen anyone put hands on the commander. But yeah, her arms swing open, and she wraps them around his waist. Once again, Ichigo's jaw drops to the floor by the looks of it. And she's kind of snuffling away in there. She's sniffling, and she then comes out, and Joku turns to her and says, "Thank you. I needed that. But shall we talk about what just happened?" And with that, Neliel says, "He came for me." Nezuko steps forward and stands on the other side of Joku and tells him it wasn't just her. The creature came for all of them. They knew where, knew when, and they knew how. My portals have never been tampered with. And that's when Joku says, "That's why you were a good 40 miles out south of where your clan base was."
Ichigo wants to try something.
Okay?
Also, that like cat demon says something about someone's like father, or something like sent them out to kill us.
I was the one talking to, doing the most of the talking. I said he was a coward coming for younglings like us, but he was more interested in pointing out Nezuko and something about her father.
Seems like it has been brought to light, Nezuko. And he ushers with a little nod of a head for Nezuko to
Don't worry about it.
tell you that she comes from a line of generals. Her mum was royal, her Dad was one of the greatest soldiers. He was a lieutenant under General Boob. At the time that I was born with gifts. The Null realm and the previous commanders told me that everyone is born different. Our powers come to us in different ways, and this was just mine. Until Boob told us the truth. My father, Akaza, is one of the Demon King's high-ranked demons, which I believe is what we just fought against in that cat demon. Now, I have never heard of resurrection, but the transformation was a lot more powerful than I thought. He was just as quick, and it was like he was learning throughout the fight. Nezuko then says to Joku that she wants to go and make sure that the clan are safe, her lands haven't got any of these demons still running around plotting new things, and Joku tells her that she can take her leave, and Nezuko teleports out.
I don't know much about these demons, Commander, but if Nezuko's father is one of them, and the one that we fought, his name was Grimjow.
Say that name again.
If I caught his name correctly, it was Grimjow.
It makes sense. We always wondered where that young man. It's a shame, really. Grimmer doesn't say a word. He just takes his leave. Broly comes around. He comes face to face with Nezurashi, grabs you by your chin and lifts your head to the side to see your new battle scar. And he gives you a compliment. It's going to make you look bad, that is, with a big smile on his face.
I just bow my head. Hurts like a bitch, but
I will have... What have you called him again? Oh, that's right. I'll have Doobie drop off some first aid kit later.
Look, Ichigo, he's touching the fluffy kid.
Ichigo, he looks down at you. But yet he sees that you're holding your sword in your hand. For the first time ever. He looks at you, he looks down at the sword, and you realise what he's looking at. And you realise the connection he's trying to make. And he slightly just bows his head to you with the smile of appreciation and well done. You did well.
The only thing I have to say was like, that's funny. Can you let this guy pet the cat? Because he's annoying the hell out of me. Like, it's vodka. So voila, 99.
With that, he then comes up to Savola
Let him pet the cat.
and gives him one tiefling herb. already rolled and tells him to just go and take a seat and calm down because your little goblin doobie has informed him of your liking for coffee now.
I'm gonna go with him just to make sure.
And then he comes up to Roderick. And he notices a look on Roderick's face. What's the matter, my son?
These instances just are becoming way too frequent.
I was worried of the same thing.
And I'm not wise enough yet, but there's a thought in my head that something is going on. And maybe we have somebody that's infiltrated the circle.
That's not a bad shout. I'll run it past the commander. You're not the first person that thinks has thought this. But then he walks around. Boop comes around to stand next to Joku. Chiru comes and stands here. And he asks you 4 students to come stand along. Make a line just here for me, please.
So going like towards the front? Or anyway,
I just want you 4 stood together, please. Seems we've got a surprise for you that will cheer you up. And with that, Brady opens up a portal. And stepping through it are 2 very familiar men. Gerald and Larry have swordsmiths. Yes, shut the fuck up. And Broly turns to you 4 and says, your Zompok toes have been finished. Please step forward to me one by one, and I will hand over your blade. Who would like to go first? Zavala steps forward. And what you are presented with is this very dark emerald green. The shimmer it gives off is unlike anything you've ever seen. And on the hill, it has been wrapped in a brown tape for your handle, and at the top of the hill, they've made it look like your tree. Really hands you yours on toe and tells you this is going to come in handy for your part of your training, and hopes you look after it. I'll step away, and the next person can now come. Bearing in mind all your swords look like, by the way, so they will. Ichigo steps forwards.
No, you knew. No. There's a reason why I got first.
You didn't go first. He
I mean,
went first.
there's a reason. None of you are going.
No, this was an initiative. Roderick steps forward. And you are given what looks like embers. As you turn this katana, it actually looks like flames are shimmering on your blade. From the reds to the oranges to even the slight yellows as you move the blade in the light. And on your hill is solid steel. But inscribed onto the hill is the sigil of your religion. And as you turn the blade on the opposite side of the hill is the name, Frederick, the royal name. As Broly then hands you the sword, this is what you see and experience.
What a fine-looking weapon.
I should bloody think so. We've been spending all fucking night on it. Larry, tell him. Tell him we've fucking spent all night on... Larry. Oh, I forgot you don't fucking talk. Well, thank you for liking it.
You're welcome. Much appreciated.
And with that, Gerald shouts, "Next!" And Broly just reminds him, calm down. You're good. We're fine. As Ichigo steps forward, you notice that Broly's not being part of Zanpakuto, but this case. Larry is holding this case as he walks around the side. And Gerald tells you, we've worked with your family for millennia. What you are holding is a family heirloom. You deserve a brand new one. And as this case opens, you don't have a katana. You have this wide cleaver type blade. But your blade has no hilt. It has a ribbon. This ribbon is purple. And as you turn this blade, it is pure black. But that little, the cleave part, that is the sharpened edge of your blade, as much as you can see your face in it, it is that clear and clean. It's like it's vibrating a purple. A purple is shooting up the thing. You don't know whether it's your eyes, You don't know whether it's just the way that the blade is after you've just seen these beautiful masterpieces being handed to others. But upon grabbing the hilt, you feel an instant connection. Like it just is meant to be in your hand. You don't question why there is no hilt. You don't wonder anything. But your old blade that you were using, that you have been holding on for this whole time, can now be put back where it belongs. On your mother's and father's grave. And with that, you walk away.
And I'm not saying a single word. Because geek catch.
As Nozarashi steps forward, Gerald tucks and admits to Broly that this one had us fooled. But upon just about to explain why, he notices something about Nozarashi that none of the rest of you. The rest of you still have all your training weapons. And all of a sudden, Gerald loses his shit. That's two in less than 2 days.
Well, they don't seem to be made very well.
Did you... Larry! Give me the bell!
The bell?
This little puny fuck! And with that, Broly steps in front of him because Broly's like, yeah. It's okay, Joe. He's just got to out. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. You're totally sorry, aren't you, Nozarashi?
No.
Why didn't you say yeah? Meow Meow said no. See, even the boy point blank.
And for some reason, Larry's now, he's not gone behind you, but he's kind of backing you up. And he's like, he's kind of egging you on. He's like, yeah, you fucking tell him. Fucking, he's always shouting at me. He knows I can't fucking talk, and he's always shouting at me. Gerald goes, do you know what? We came here for a reason. Okay.
I horn him back just to add insult to injury. That way I removed the broken hilt, the snapped bit that I kept for the battle, and pretty much gave it back to him.
We're not backing you up if he hits you.
Gerald holds this hilt, and he wants to smack you with it so bloody badly that in an anger, he just lobs it, and it ends up flying backwards, and it smacks poor Larry in his head. Larry hits the floor, wondering what the fuck just happened. But Broly with his big self, Gerald finds his wits again, and is like, oh, yeah. And he unsheaves this katana. But the first thing you notice is as it is being pulled out, the electric blue colouring of this katana. It's like a sapphire, a bright blue sapphire. And your hilt has a little button. Do you press it?
Ah, of course. Of course.
Nothing happens.
I just look at him while pressing the button, going, I'm pressing the button, pointing, no saying a word, like as if, what does the button do?
He makes you turn the blade, and as you turn the blade, it drops out pre-rolls.
Say nothing. I want you to now.
And with a press of a button, it pulls them back in.
I look up at him and go, just nod. As I press the button and take one out and spark it.
Apologise.
Hey, you're going to apologise to me now, bastard.
Give him free.
I will give you your due on this. This is a pretty cool function, but I will admit your training swords are still shit.
Larry finally wakes up and walks around, notices that you've got the sword, and he points at himself.
I'll looking at it and I'll look at Larry and go, I'm guessing you made this bit?
Nodding so frantically before his brother punches him to take the credit.
Well, thank you. I will put it to good use.
And with that, they tell you to take good care of your new Zonpup toes, and they hope that they bring you nothing but victory. And they leave. Broly tells you that you have probably all had a long day and that you should probably head back to the hut. He has informed Doobie, if that is what you are calling him, of the events. Doobie has placed a nice meal, but not at your table. When you get back, around this right-hand side is this barbecue setup where there are meats being slowly cooked on a spit. There are all the fresh vegetables and fruits that are grown in the forest plated, even sauces made out of some of them to put with some of your meats. And over a big fireplace will be a pot that has oil in it, frying potatoes.
After that, all
Now is your only chance that you will get to talk to anyone that is here at this current moment.
What, no?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to start off by saying all of the Rushi hears in this area.
What was that?
Fuck Roderick, he's a hooligan.
He tells you that you better be, if you've got all of them in the hilt of your sword, you better start handing them out.
Especially to the gorilla. Otherwise, he's going to get cranky.
Before hanging at me, because of obviously the bandage is damaged, after I get my sword, I head straight back inside to the hangy and just take the bandage off that's ruined and start covering it back with a different bandage.
And with that, you all find yourselves home.
With no barbecue.
Use your fucking imagination.
I thought you was gonna set it up like, oh guys, where's the fucking barbecue? Okay. After the long day, I want to go for a bathroom. Not in the well. Ichigo just looks at him. Okay, so 40
Savala seems to treat your well like it is a hot tub.
Yes. I'll find you later.
I knew there was a reason I don't drink out of that.
Yeah. What do you think your coffee's made of?
Nozarashi was about to take a drink from his water bottle, well, his flask, looks up and just pretty much pulls it out.
Did someone say they wanted coffee?
Coffee. I'm just gonna stand there as a boiler.
I will take a...
With a click of his fingers, coffee appears on the table.
Have you heard of anything, a liqueur called Fireball? It is quite cinnamony. I can't remember the district. That's the stuff, Toby.
You're welcome, Master Inzagawa.
Please,
Any vodka? Yeah, 99%.
Just call me Noza.
Master Broly did say to give you whatever you wanted, so I guess. A bottle of beers on the table.
I take the bottle, I go.
Did I just hear vodka say coffee?
Yes, coffee was another word. So
That's another word.
From the beginning, actually. And I mix coffee and vodka. That's disgusting. I get drunk on my vodka, and I smoke into the shades of sugar. And I chill out. Each goes off on that bar.
Nozarashi, while you're stood under that tree, can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Dirty 20.
You hear a rustling above you, as if a creature is above you, not just something as simple as a bird, but upon your split reaction time, as you look up, all you see is a black shadow shoot out of the tree and dart towards the forest. It would only be so big, maybe the size of a small rabbit, but you know it is of the color black. Dabi comes around, he gives the 2 clicks of his fingers, and like magic, the food comes off of the fire, laying itself on plates all on the table. It's sliced up like it's magic in slices that are edible. All of these other fruits, vegetables, and the fried potato are now all across the table. He then says, I bear my masters all good night, and he disappears like he always. You now have all the free roll that you want until you wish to.
I grab my bottle, grab some meat. These will wobble away.
No, there isn't a bed. What you guys do have is what you do notice though is a nice big fire pit been set up outside that you can all go and sit around knowing that you're not going to get cold.
Lean back.
There's like little chairs that were inside at your morning table. They're all now set out. All the chairs are outside around this campfire. Once you've got your food, drink, etc.
What I would, I'm no thingy, cause I sleep in the tree. That way I'm putting myself inside the house, but I'm not actually inside the house. I'm lying up on the roof.
Okay.
Chilling, leaning back against the wall while finishing off my plate.
Don't tell me if you guys talking to each other.
I know.
I've nothing to do with any of this.
Literally go, I said, meow meow, and I fall back.
You guys have just been given your Zompop toes.
With my empty.
You got attacked. You watched Nezuko get beaten the shit out of. You were fully introduced to what a high rank demon can do. And now you know that their only plan is to wanting to kill you. And yet you don't even know why. Talk about now. Like all of this stuff that happens today. Like Nezalashi said, this is a great time to now finally sit down. Realizing that you might not have come into this together, but you sure as hell are now.
Maybe you finally tell the others that you fucking understand you.
No, they do know.
No, they do.
It was just the part about Altara and Yachiri that he didn't want to tell them about.
I come and sit next to Roderick, and I asked to see us in person because I didn't get a good glimpse at him when we got given it.
So, because Ichigo loves his swordsmanship on his Zanpakuto, he's come to ask whether he can have a look at yours and see how beautiful and unique yours is, Roderick.
I unsheath. And I let Ichigo have a gander.
Don't see that. I can tell why they've done that pattern, but damn, it really does look like it's literally emanating fire.
Even being that close to the flame, it's like the steel of this sword, this katana, is still feeling like it's ice cold. Like it should feel some type of warmth. It should be heating up. Nothing.
Oh, I mean, I would have expected it to feel at least warm. I know it's ice cold.
your understanding is as much as mine.
Do any of you maybe question that? Do you think that these are just like Broly's and these aren't what our Zonfox's true forms are?
That's what I'm lying way up on the roof, head half kinda hanging off so that way I can hear things, and I'm looking at mine's armpit toe and going, as the others are talking that way they hear my voice go, so do you think with enough training we can produce what what the generals can do?
We'll say it's Roderick because he was in the ring with you. He's going to remind you of the word that the generals used in the spar that you had the day before and say, are you talking about them Bonkai?
If that is what it is called, then yes, that is what I am asking.
What, as players, what would you wish that these katanas would turn into when you Bonkai?
Long.
I've got too many ideas running through my head to talk about that.
Same. I've got so many ideas in my head. Overloading the brain.
It's my sword. My side. I've got pick up.
Although,
Like Zonfox is quite small.
One
compared
looks
to yours.
as I'm
Yours is
still. What you saying?
Tyler asked me whether how big his sword was compared to the rest of the katanas. His sword is bigger than the rest of the but
As I'm
as you
still.
will
So as I'm still lying up on the roof, I sheath my katana and go. And those demons, do you think that what they said is true? That they want to kill us all?
Oh, without a doubt. Like, we saw how that high-ranking demon went up against Nezuko, and then just summoned more afterwards. Like, they're not holding anything back.
But he still
They want us there.
He still seemed to be a
It
coward.
shows looking at the tactical side of it.
All I seen was a coward.
Nozarashi is still pissed off that he only got to take one swing at him and then he knocked his teeth out and there's now sitting there thinking, I reckon I could have had it.
I mean, I get where you're coming from with coward, but you have to remember these demons have no morals. They don't care. Whether it's a 1-on-1 or a 1v100, they don't care. And they will kill you in any way.
Here is the question. The question remains, if we all four are just kids or younglings, why did they have to bring so much help? Just for us.
I have been wondering that myself, Roderick.
Do you guys remember when he pointed at Null? I'm pretty sure he said something like, do you really think she's a child? Or something along the lines of that. She's not a child.
He said, do you really think that she is a child? She is more than that. And her father.
Yeah, that's your child.
But as I was saying to them, I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about us. If there were, from what I gather, they wouldn't have needed a force that big to take on 4 younglings in training like us. So they must know something more than we do. Think about
Yeah.
it. Think
I'm
about it.
totally on that. Well, you have to remember, we've only really been here for like 2 years, 3 years now.
Did anyone else notice smoke a bit? I know.
And you're afraid.
You would all be rejects. And with that, you hear the old voice of Smoke from beside you. And as you turn, or as you have to look up at him, like Nezarashi, it's like no effort. He's up there, he's just smoking on a pipe. What's even weirder is none of you actually know how long he's been up there.
What brings you here, Smoke?
And how long have you been on?
I've watched the stars go by and many a times on the ship. Brings back old memories. But as for the dangers, you are correct. I cannot tell you Nell's story. That is for Nell to tell you. But what I can tell you, let me tell you a story. A story of a prophecy known in this realm. Of 4 children, born of moon, sun, dusk, and dawn. The prophecy tells of these 4 children. Tells of the end of the war. One that took my friend away from me many a. But here we are, fighting on, until they change their plan. They never once attacked a Hashira Royale. And yet they massacred every single one of you children. Coincidence? I told Commander this. There is no coincidence. Not in war. But I mostly wanted to come and check on my family.
Wait, what?
That can be exactly what you can say. Once again, for the 3rd time today, you've seen Ichigo's jaw hit the fucking floor.
And then I look at the boiler, yeah, he's still asleep after all of this, and my jaw drops into the ground.
What was said there?
Oh, wait, what? To Smoke. Oh, and
What was said to you? Oh my fucking god.
I was about to say, if you were going to make me repeat everything I just said, you can go back and watch the pod. All he said to you was, I have come to check on family.
I know, I heard that, but it was what
No.
Tyler said.
Then Tyler said, wait, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right. Because at first I tasted it in the air like,
And you're all killing chicken.
and Smoke leans down and says to you, we didn't get to finish our conversation. But
We never got to finish it because you got me drunk, you prick. And avoided the question.
believe me. And if you had to tell the story that I had to tell, you would want to be very drunk as well. But I do owe you an explanation. I know you train every morning. I will meet you by the lake in the morning. I will not tell you to be there at the crack of dawn because I know you will be there at the crack of dawn. But until then, young one,
Ichigo has one more thing to say for Smoke. Now that he's feeling that well as well. Yeah. And you let us avoid the bath in there every once in a while. We've been using our flipping well.
the lake is only a mile that way.
We've never gone in there. We always
With
do.
that one that way, as he mentions that, I look down at them and go, am I the only one that over the last 2 years that have explored outside of our cabin?
I've explored outside, just not that way. I was going to get to it though, but then I thought, I got everything I need. Up the tree, huh? Flipping lake.
3 toilets, same thing. And
I
with
would
that,
have to say,
go on.
this is to Nazarashi. There is a reason I get up later than you do. Because I tend to take nightly walks.
Oh, so 2 of you knew about the lake and not one of you told the Goliath that there was a bath big enough for him.
And we've had
Nice.
to be drinking this man's bath water.
See, I didn't know he was back. I'm away and back before. No, I'm away and fucking back after
wouldn't mind,
everybody's
but-
woke up. So I don't know about him bathing.
She drinks under this well every time he comes back and then puts it on himself to cool down.
Yeah.
This was the first time he saw the behaviour of Zavala using the well.
Which means the first.
Mhm.
I do that every day.
And with that, Vizon looks up at Nozarashi and does this weird bow and then turns to the rest of you and bids you a good night before this ring forms around the bottom of him and it's like he drops through the floor. Closes up and smoke is gone. You can now finish up your night and we will end the session.
Ichigo is going to jump up onto the roof and tell Nozarashi, and only Nozarashi hears this.
Okay.
Family is a beautiful thing, don't push him away.
I have no.
And then hops down and goes, that's a jump up. I'm not explaining that, so.
Roger can, being the person that he is, here's your comment to Ichigo after he tried to give you some positivity. And upon hearing you make that remark to Ichigo, knowing that Ichigo couldn't hear it, but Ichigo was trying to be nice to you, Roderick is going to make a comment to you. If you don't have family, what are we? We have literally led together, nearly died together, starved together, dehydrated together, been beaten the shit out of by Yachiru on a daily basis for 2 fucking years together. And you see it kind of like getting under his skin. And maybe in that moment, you sense, maybe just because your emotional connection to these people isn't that strong, you forgot that how maybe people might feel connected to you or others.
I said what I said. To me at the moment, family means nothing. I was brought up with no family before. Just because of the last 2 years does not make me any more your family than it does yours to me. And with that. Nozarashi flicks his the last bit of his smoke into the fire,
Fire pit.
walks off over the roof, drops down, and climbs up into his tree. Feeling pretty much like with that conversation as well, and with what Ichigo says, like everything that kind of happened, and when we got back, we playing over how everybody felt, the excitement, they were all caring, close, cuddly, whereas I just stood back. It didn't feel natural, and I just see how everybody can just naturally get into that. It's just nah.
Roderick's just going to give his normal response, and he doesn't say anything. He lets you walk off the roof. But as he sees you climb up the tree, he literally just shakes his head and goes, "That cat can be so hopeless sometimes." But
Thinking to myself, but he will never learn.
And in hope one day he'll see what he has. And with that, Roderick does his normal round. He sticks Zavala, helps Zavala. Literally, it's just rolled him like his entire life. Come on, big boy. Rolls him into bed, puts his quilt over him, and Zavala, in his little creepy snoring voice again, vodka, vodka, vodka. Vodka, 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 vodka. But he looks so peaceful. And yet, for the first time, he is clutching this vodka bottle that, by the way, he never actually opened. You take one last glance over at Nozarashi, who you notice is getting nice and comfortable. Back is going into the trunk of the tree on his branch. And he notices you, and he rolls over. You then go back inside, do your last check.
I'm still on.
Ichigo is still awake.
But Roderick will notice I look annoyed.
You walk in, and you can clearly see from Ichigo's facial expressions he is not happy.
I'm gonna walk up to Ichigo. What seems to be on your mind?
Family.
As with us all, even Nozarashi.
With that, Roderick is the sense of reason. He is the heart. It's the way in which he says that to you. That, like the same way with Nozarashi, that regardless of his response, the response and the brain thought pattern are not on the same train, not on the same track, very going opposite directions. What he says and what he wants are two different things, and in this moment, you realize that maybe yourself. That as much as you had family growing up and had to go through that trauma, you really don't know anything about this cat. You don't know anything about your gentle giant. You don't know anything about this man in armor stood before you that probably has a sad face out of everyone. And somewhere in your head, just hearing them words that And even though Zarashi makes you think, shit, what if someone was in a worse place than that? And you just feel that anger, like it's been drawn out of you by Roderick. Like he's taken it out of you just from being something that you needed in that moment. And you feel the anger just.
I feel a lot better now. Even though it was a short conversation. I appreciate it.
Ichigo just looks up at you and tells you, thank you. I didn't know I needed to hear them words. And with that, Ichigo, instead of sitting on the edge of his bed, like a weight's been lifted off him and you see the way he moves, just rolls into bed and just feels light as a feather as he takes that deep breath as you all do after that long day. And all comes at peace.
Let's one rip. Gas is these
Magic leaves. Pours his normal cup of night coffee, as you do.
Put the dirty water.
Takes it back over to his bed. And with one last listen out, all he can hear is the nature blowing off the wind, leaves rustling, and Zavola's fucking weird ass. But to him, all is right with the world. And with that, I would like to bring an end to There Is Not a Dull Day. Because as I've just proven, there is not a dull day. So I, as your DM, would like to thank all 4 of my players, as always. Ichigo, thank you. Zavola, Roderick, and Smoke, who is obviously Shinzagawa, but it's just so much easier to say.
And we thank you for hosting, as always.
Next week we will be the same time. I have a intro that I need to play out. Fox has already let me as a DM know that he's going to be a little bit late next week, which has allowed us to do the intro that I need. And then he, as soon as he gets, I would like.
Right. Is it just me or is Discord fucked up?
Discord's playing up. Yep, Discord's playing up.
Shikai.
Right.
That's
You'll
what.
You'll need to repeat that, Clown, because Discord fucked up and crashed everything. And it's doing it again.
Yep. Well, at least for him.
Well, it's saying I'm still in the pool.
There we go.
There we go.
So
Yeah,
next
Discord's
with episode 4 at 1 with Shikai, and we hope that you've enjoyed every session so far, and we'll go on to keep on enjoying. So I will allow everyone else now to say a good night. And so from me, Clown Prince, I would like to say good night.
Good night from me. See you at the next one.
Much love from me, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Well, good night from me. Can't camera turned off, so can't see me. But see you later.
Have a good week, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Is it Sunday yet?
One love, people.